Hello and welcome everybody. We have the NAEU patch notes for October 30th, 2025. Let's get right into it. We have some tiny class changes on Valkyrie Wave of Light. They apparently fixed an issue where the pull effect did not factor in the character's accuracy. On Valkyrie's Shield Chase, on guard with your longsword, they fixed an issue where evasion would activate before the skill when attempting to use it in certain directions. Wizard Core Chilling Wave, they fixed an issue with a knockback effect, PvP only, on attack 1 hits was not applied. Also in the Core Chilling Wave, they fixed an issue with a critical hit rate increase was applied to targets other than the caster. Also on Chilling Wave, they changed the skills effect from push to target on hits PvE only to knockback on attack 1 hits PvE only. Archer Regis Fire, they fixed an issue where the movement speed decrease effect was not displayed in the skill description. Lawn Phantom Dance, they fixed an issue with a combo speed into flailing blades and eradication would vary depending on the direction of the skill. Guardian Claw Reveal, 1 to Absolute, they fixed an issue where you could continuously activate the skill after certain skills. On Scholar, they improved an issue with performing a cheer action such as through item acquisition during skills with your sledgehammer would switch your character into a non-combat state. And on Wukong, they fixed an issue with some Black Spirit Rage skills could still be used even after locking them via the UI, which included Scorch It All and Upheaval 3. Then we have the main focus of this patch note, at least according to PA, is the My Attendant update, which is a new companion. Beyond just looks, My Attendant offers a variety of new features. They'll follow you around town and can even participate in social actions with you, adding more ways to interact and enjoy the game. So first off, they added a My Attendant tab in the Maid Butler list. You can use this window to create and manage My Attendants. You need at least one maid or butler under your employ to create My Attendant, and the first My Attendant created will be set as the main attendant by default. Later in the Pearl Shop, we seem to also get a token for extra attendants, but one attendant seems to be completely free. You use the Apply Attendant feature to change the appearance of all maids and butlers as My Attendant, and R&B, the maid butler list icon in the game, summons the attendant as well. You can utilize various features via the maid butler list or the My Attendant tab. So first off, number 1, we have the customizing, which requires the attendant to be summoned. It also requires a value pack / appearance change coupon. Changes will not be applied if My Attendant is dismissed during the customization. Same thing goes for Dye My Attendant outfit, which requires a exclusive outfit worn. Also the Dyes in possession or the Merv's palette, and the changes will not be applied if the My Attendant is dismissed while being dyed. Number 3 allows you to set the My Attendant social action, and they also added Attendant and Together options to the social actions window. Select the Together option to perform social actions with both your character and your attendant. So that is a extra tab. They also set the My Attendant to follow you around town. If the distance becomes too great, the attendant will teleport to your location, and leaving town automatically dismisses them. You can keep the attendant summoned in the following towns and cities. So Velia Heidel, Calpheon City, Altanova, Valencia City, Grana, Nampo Moodle Village, Duvenkrun, Odraxia, Okila's Eye, Ailton, Moosgar, and Hakinja Sanctuary. Number 5, which is at the bottom here, the Apply Attendant, activates to set the appearance of all maids and butlers to the My Attendant, and when summoning attendants to open storage or warehouses, they will be dismissed after a short period, and the character will wait while the storage warehouse is opened and dismissed after use. In the case of the My Attendant, it waits while the storage is opened and dismissed after a short period. They also added the My Attendant tailoring coupon, which allows you to wear the exclusive Pearl outfits. The coupons can be purchased via old moon managers in town at 1 million silver. R&B, the coupon to convert own outfits into exclusive ones for My Attendant. The outfits converted can no longer be equipped by characters, nor can they be reversed to normal ones, which is the sad part, to be honest. However, if you do use a Novarakan or Zekia or La Orseka, you will then be able to convert it back into a box, which is the only way to convert it back. The My Attendant tailoring coupon pretty much opens the menu, and then it shows you how many you need to convert the items shown. The following changes apply upon using the coupon. The outfit will be marked with the My Attendant exclusive icon. Only attendants will be able to equip the converted outfit. Characters in your family will be able to summon the attendant and move the exclusive outfits into their Pearl inventory. However, characters cannot equip the converted outfits. The number of coupons required is based on the number of outfit slots occupied. Ranger Autonomous Armor takes up to, well, top plus glove slot, which equals 2 coupons. Any outfit and accessory effects will be removed upon conversion, and outfits socketed with the Black Spirit's Claw can also be converted. Any extra crystal socket effects will be removed upon conversion. Converted outfits cannot be registered on the central market. They can, however, be extracted, and converted outfits cannot be reverted to be re-equipable by characters. This is, to be honest, something I'm kind of hoping they might change, considering that it is a silver item. Just let us revert it back if we choose to. My Attendant has some additional notes. My Attendant will be automatically dismissed if left idle for 30 minutes after summoning. Even if the My Attendant is performing a social action that is maintained while idle, they will automatically be dismissed, and they cannot be summoned during Node, Conquest Wars, War of the Roses, and other similar content, and if summoned outside towns or major cities, they will be dismissed after a short time. And if you apply the My Attendant's appearance to your maids and butlers, only My Attendant will appear in your residence if the maids or butlers feature is enabled. You can toggle showing and hiding My Attendant's name via the My Attendant settings under Escape, Settings, Show and Hide. Then we go into the next feature. Arena of Solaire has a new battlefield added, the Flower Sunken Swamp, which is one of the boss fights in Land of Morning Light Part 2. Definitely a lot of routes to possibly get stuck on, but we're going to have to see about the actual map. Item, they improved each Advice of Valks to display its stack on its icon, and they removed the P indicator for the Pearl Shop item that it used to have at the top left accordingly. So now you'll be able to see the number on top of the Valks respectively. Then they've also improved the Traveler's Map description to be more detailed. Small little thing, but hopefully it helps a few people. They also changed the 55-point special reward for the Solaris Special Pass to the Advice of Valks 150 box. Concerning the Epheria's Star, or the Epheria Galleon, there is a change going through. These changes will take effect on November 13th. Existing items will be converted as following. All Guild Epheria Stars obtained as Conquest War rewards will be deleted, regardless of your current holdings, and your guild will receive 10 billion in guild funds per recorded acquisition. If the item was obtained while in an alliance, funds will be distributed according to the tax share ratio set at alliance creation. Epheria Stars obtained individually via special barters will remain as currently held, and beginning November 13th, newly obtained items will have the 7-day time limit. Alongside this adjustment, they will add a new source, which will ease its acquisition, so you can encounter the Epheria Galleon more often. This change is necessary to keep the Epheria Galleon and Blue Battlefield in balance. They do understand that this might be an inconvenience, but they do appreciate if we understand. Effectively, after the November 13th, it will go from having no expiry to having a 7-day expiry upon obtaining, and effectively they will be removed. In the Pit of Undying, we have some changes on some of the bosses. So on Syazar, they changed the AP/DP buffs at a lower HP than before. It's also changed to stop using the buffs if you break the mechanic twice. In the case of Ascendra, there was some changes as well. So the mechanic start time matched, so the changing the time so that Goon's role and Ascendra's susceptibility to CC now align. They also fixed an issue where the timing was determined randomly, so pulling off the mechanic correctly now guarantees success. So pretty much for Ascendra, they increased the time Ascendra remains collapsed by 50%. They've also changed the mechanics so Ascendra now displays a conversation balloon when the mechanic begins, making it easier to immediately recognize the start. In the case of Kuhn, the bear, they increased his movement speed to the roll start position by 100%, and they expanded the effective attack area where Kuhn can hit Ascendra by 50%. Then we have, for Duran, some changes. So some classes have CC issues with certain CCs, so they've grouped the CC effects applied to Duran as following. So the mechanic has been changed into 3 separate groups. Group A includes stun and stiffness, Group B, knockdown and bound, and Group C, knockback and floating. For example, using a floating skill instead of a knockback skill will still count as a success for the mechanic. In the case of Karoxia, they reduced the shield spin speed by 200% compared to before. In the case of Kirill, they greatly reduced the frequency at which Kirill teleported after attacking, and they removed the attack that dealt damage through forward guard. And then for Gotharenza, they just fixed some awkward footstep animations. And for Solaria, they improved Solaria to charge towards the player at the start of the combat. Other changes are that the guild boss Mirror Watcher often Tet's self-despawn timer has been re-extended to 30 minutes, and they improved the Black Shrine Sanguine Calamities 8 to 10, so upon completion the falling rocks are removed. I guess some people died after completion. Quest and Knowledge, they added the leveling aid Silent Slumbering Origin under the Quest Suggested tab, so you can track your progress. In the case of the NPC background and sound, they've improved the descriptions for the following NPC interactions for Throne of Edania boss subjugation and entry, pretty much all of them. They've also improved the following quests, so you can now skip cutscenes after defeating the boss. This is for Tenebrae and Zephyros. Then we have the other big highlight, the Reforged Stone system revamp. So they revamped the Reforged Stone system. They added a Reforged Stones UI to the menu escape character. Menu escape character. They added Reforged Stones to be assigned as presets and include them in the all-in-one presets. Right mouse button on a Reforged Stone from your inventory to add and set for use via the Reforged Stone presets. The added stones cannot be removed. The Reforged Stones can be added to the main Awakening and sub-weapons and activated per slot. Press total effects to view all activated stats for the currently selected preset. And they changed the Sovereign Weapon and Primordial Artina Soul descriptions to reflect the changes brought by the new UI. Here we can see that you can select by all, owned, or active, and you can also set your active Reforged Stones here, and you see the effect at the bottom. This is also in the all-in-one presets at the bottom now. For the Reforged Stone presets, you have 5 presets available, and all Reforged Stones have been retrieved and moved to your storage in Heidel due to this update, so make sure you reapply them before you go grind. Enhancement UI, they changed the Another Adventurer's Choice window, so selecting a specific adventurer's choice will highlight and scroll to the relevant advice of Valks. They added a toggle button to show or hide the choice window. They changed so you can now press the I key to open and close the enhancement inventory. They also fixed the Another Adventurer's Choice window to now display to the right of the screen when increased chance a window isn't open. They also changed the texture quality of the Another Adventurer's Choice window as well. Arena of Solaire, they fixed a victory pose screen so that all UI except match results and chat are hidden when striking the victory pose. They also improved the victory pose so that all adventurers on the winning team perform synchronized movements more naturally, and they fixed the match results window to be positioned relative to the top of the screen. They've also improved the buttons with the text truncated by ellipses due to the length, so by hovering your mouse over it, it'll display the full description. Then we have for system, God, why is my alt triggering today? The spawn times for world bosses have been adjusted as following. So here we go for NA. If you would like to pause this, go ahead now. Effectively, actually, let's zoom in a little bit. So these are the new times for NA. They are all PST and PDT. And now come the times for EU. I personally find Garmoth a little bit awkward with these times. Garmoth is always quite late with only a single one early on a Sunday. But technically, it's very close to the times we had now. I'm a bit saddened that they didn't move 1 or 2 Garmoths up and down. But hey, we gotta live with what we have. Often has moved to a few more different times instead of just the Tuesday. Overall, if you're looking for certain bosses, definitely take a look and plan accordingly. They also adjusted the schedule for the following content and world boss spawn times due to the end of summertime today. So Node Wars, Conquest Wars, Tax Wagon, Guild League, War of the Roses, Arena of Solaire, and Throne of Adana. Fort construction remains available for up to 1 hour before Conquest begins. The selection period for Node War in Unlimited Conquest has been adjusted. Application and selection times for the leading guild and 3rd Legion in War of the Roses has been adjusted, and the application, 10 Challenger Battle, and Final Challenger versus Adana times have also been adjusted. Web changes, they changed the Twitch account linking process to display the related notification pop-up upon successful connection. They also fixed an issue where logging out from your adventure profile page sometimes failed. Improved the class introduction page to show thumbnail images more clearly. And on Steam, they changed the A-coin purchase page to redirect to an error page after displaying an error message when an error occurs. Translation-wise, they changed and unified some in texts in English. The Mogul visiting Altanova has been changed to the Magnate visiting Altanova. Medaya striking a deal with a Mogul has also been changed to Magnate. The Valencian Mogul has been changed to the Valencian Magnate, And finally, the mogul in question has also been changed to the magnate in question. Modification and changes on Wukong. There's an idle animation fix for the Campus Blossom outfit. Maywa Mystic Witch, there was an issue with the Papu Creo carrier that has been fixed for when doing the answer is O or X social status actions. They fixed an issue where the graduation cap would remain visible when quickly switching from graduation social action to another. They've also improved the tooltip shown when hovering over the show visor setting in the Pearl Shop and equipment window. They added color to the message displayed when taking a portrait in the customization F4 menu. They fixed an issue where defeating the Hungry Ocean Stalker at certain locations caused it to sink and preventing loot from being obtained. Updated the guild military supply managers in the Land of the Morning Light and the Kings of Sanctuary to sell not only potions but also other guild support items. They fixed the issue where the production location for the Cactus Tree Timber did not match the actual node. They changed the amount of traces of Afro Aura obtained when doing Cactus Trees with the green thumb from 10 to 1. They also fixed an issue where fishing resources in Papua Crinea appeared as depleted. They also fixed an issue where it was possible to climb torches attached to the outer walls inside the Arena of Archa. They changed the arrival location when moving characters to a node via the View Family Characters on the world map, so they now arrive a set distance away from the node manager. They fixed an issue with the order of the inventory pearl enhancement and family inventory tabs in the inventory UI. Fixed an issue where the increased chance window did not close after enhancing. Reduced the intensity of the effects when enhancement fails. They also reduced the brightness of the effect when enhancing gear. Enabled opening the enhancement inventory tab while the NPC shop UI is open. Fixed an issue where Amity would be displayed as ellipses during conversations with NPCs. Fixed an issue where the pressing of auto-assigned sailors at the bottom sailor list window after boarding a sailor did not allow selection of other sailors in the same slot position. Updated pet stat descriptions in the pet window to reflect the latest changes. Fixed an issue of the scroll position being reset in the select enhancement materials or protection items. Fixed an issue where NPC Taproth's position in Battle Arena appeared awkward when on a trial character. Fixed an issue where summon creatures like Megu's revered Fox Spirit would appear in the victory pose scene, even when belonging to the defeated team. They fixed an issue where the entry notification at the bottom of the screen would appear during the victory pose in Arena of Solara. Fixed an issue where the match results window appeared in an unintended location at certain resolutions. Fixed some issues where social action slot would become locked if the victory pose setting was pressed in the Arena of Solar UI while one was performing an action. Fixed an issue where the Lord's Crest would overlap with the guild name depending on the number of characters on the guild name. Fixed an issue where incomplete Belenos, there's no eye in homework quest appeared in the quest list. Fixed an issue where the chance to catch a rare fish buff obtained via item use was not shown in the applied buffs tab in the My Information. Also fixed some issues where expiration date shown in the buyback window was based on the item's maximum available time, not its individual expiration. Fixed some issues where big ships, Karak, Panoxion, Galley, did not follow the navigation while auto-sailing with Breezy Sail. I've been waiting for this, hopefully this finally fixes it. They also fixed an issue where CC effects applied in Olin's Valley and Sherikon Necropolis did not match those listed in the Monster Zone info. Fixed an issue where learning knowledge bricks upon bricks first prevented acquisition of the Knowledge Sunken Citadel. They fixed an issue where class-exclusive dialogue for Megu appeared for other classes in the cutscene for Bihung, How to Stop a Plague quest. I'm kind of looking forward to that one. They fixed an issue where Eden's voice did not play during certain lines in the Serenity of the Situation So Far quest. Over the castle, they fixed an issue where the effect of the Grave Wardens of Dusk appearance during the reward mechanic did not disappear quickly. Ranger, they fixed an issue in the Lilian outfit, exposed the stomach area unnaturally. Musa, they fixed an issue where the appearance looked awkward when wearing the Tiger Emissary helmet after setting a bald hairstyle. Dark Knight, they fixed an issue where the Sovereign ornamental knot was displayed on some outfits that do not show weapons. Shy, they fixed an issue where the ankle area looked unnaturally when wearing Demonis outfit. Damn, who was looking at Shy's ankles? Shy fixed the issue where the part of the face appeared dark when wearing the Angelion or Demonis helmet. He also fixed an issue where the Monster Zone description would not appear if the zone's name was too long and got truncated. Gamepad mode, they've improved the enhancement inventory key guide, so you can now view all key guides for the right trigger button at once. Gamepad mode, they also fixed an issue where Adana, returning new adventures, and top chat group-like icons were not displayed. in the chat window. They also fixed an issue where you could not accept the Belenos Black Desert and Black Stones after completing Belenos There's No Iron Homework, where you do not obtain the inventory slot item. And finally, they fixed an issue with the events period for Autumn Leaves daily login rewards, and new and returning login rewards were displayed incorrectly in the event window. With that, we're going into the events. The first event is Imperial Delivery Double Flowers coming back from October 30th to November 13th. We also have a 50% Mount XP and Training XP hot time with the daily quest for Liana's special info to tame a horse. The rewards are pretty much the same as every time. If you've already gotten the one time per family ones, you're going to have to go for the always available. Also, if you complete horse deliveries, you're going to get extra flowers. So for tier 6, instead of 10, you get 20. Instead of tier 7, 15, you get 30. And for tier 8, you get 40 instead of 20. You also get some extra Imperial training delivery invoices, which you can trade in for some extra horse buffs, which you can do in the Managed Currency UI window. Then we also have the return for the Managed Currency UI upgrade with Imperfect Power, which is the Jewels of Imperfect Power, which will also run from October 30th to November 13th. If you still need a cup, now is the best time to grind it. Go to any place and you can drop the Jewel of Imperfect Power, and at every 200 it exchanges straight for a cup. If you happen to have some shards available already and just want to round out your cup, you can trade them 1-to-1. Overall, this is always a great moment to get cups, but at the same time not to sell. So if you do get a cup, prices generally drop hard during these events and recover after a month or so. Definitely take a look at the price drop before you drop anything. And also, remember, if you perform heating on one of the cups above with 20 Essence of Dawn, you craft the exclusive cup for your Karazad accessories. Overall, they do show the monster zones that drop them, but it pretty much covers everything. In Belenos, we got the standard Sakraya and Prodi Cave. Serendia, we have all the Elvia. Same for Calphion. Medaya has Schultzgard and Kratuga Ancient Ruins. Not really places people grind anymore. Valencia pretty much has the full selection, including all Dekia spots. Same for Camasilvia, Dregan, Odalita, Mountain of Eternal Winter, Ulukita, Land of the Morning Light, and finally, new are the Adania spots also being added. Then we go into the Pro Shop update. Nothing too crazy. Overall, we have bombastic bundles. It is effectively RNG boxes again. They've been propping up more and more, but hey, if people want to gamble, it is their business. These are unavailable in Belgium and the Netherlands, so taking that into consideration, you do need to think for yourself if you want to get these. You have a special premium pack with some, then you have the bombastic advanced bundle, then you have one with times 10, times 30. There is also the My Attendant appearance coupon. This is 200 pearls. This sounds very much like if you want multiple appearances, you will need to get this coupon for 200 pearls. I do expect it to go on sale at some point, but you can only purchase 9 in a family. I would take a look into it. I would carefully choose your first attendant just to make sure that the first one is free, but it definitely seems that way. Then we have an Ultimate Premium Enhancement box for 5,130 pearls. Also, again, RNG box effectively. Then we have an underwear box times 2 at 25% off, including a extra coupon afterwards. You also have a glasses pack for 25% off, also available. But if you did the recent event, you'll have some family-bound glasses already. Courser training pack, nothing too crazy. We have these returning frequently. Then we have Fall Finale Special November Journey pack. Again, some premium outfit boxes and some goodies. Same thing for the Fall Winter 2025 collection. Effectively, you can select 3 outfits and get a 20% coupon. There's some additional discounts on the Choose Your Triple Maid box, 35% off. We also have the Choose Your Rare Pet pack returning again at 35% off. Finally, you have the Choose Your Skill Change coupon box at 50% off. Typical Artisan's Memory and Elion's Blessings returning. This one's a bit more unique, a Crystal Restore account coupon for 50% off, so 460 pearls. You can get this if you've broken your crystal, but remember, January 1st, the crystal reset counter should reset like usual. And you have Choose Your Endless Journey box at 50% off for 500 pearls available. And with that, we have the patch notes done. Again, I wish you the best of luck in BDO, and I'll hopefully see you around.